Greetings, brethren, and welcome back to the Road to 1500 ELO series on chess.com. We're 8-1 so far. We're doing pretty good. We won our last game. Definitely shouldn't have. We had a really good position early on. Then we kind of screwed it up. But then we were able to win a very goofy endgame where he had a knight and I had a queen. Kind of goofy, kind of silly. We're going to hope to win our 10th game here. We've been on a steamroll here, so yeah, let's get into it. Playing against this man from, where are you from? Serbia. Bring out our knight first. We like doing that around here. We'd like to go 9-1. We've been doing incredibly so far. Zero complaints at all. No opening theory. We're just going. Bring out some knights, you know how the deal is. Bring out our bishop. We like doing that. Apparently this is the 4 knights game, Italian version, Very cool. Very good stuff. Nice and solid. We'll get our bishop out next. He doesn't let me get my bishop out next. What a guy. Well, I could castle. I'll put my queen here, though, because I like this trade. Get out his active piece. We'll go here. Very nice. Is it bad that I don't see the play here? What's going on? I think that's just bad, because we can just take this. I've had some crazy games. Like, this is 1300 ELO. Like, what's going on? Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, we'll go back here. That's the only safe square. I guess we could have gone back here, but now we've got some stuff pointed at the king. In hindsight, yeah, probably would have been best to go back here if you wanted to trade. Yeah, he just gave me a free piece. He's going to go there. Sure. I don't want his knight here, so we'll make a little loft if we happen to castle this way. Not really a reason to not just castle this. Well, except he'll just start a pawn avalanche on this side. Well, I guess that. This is not a good move because it hangs a pawn. But it would be good to just, castle this way, play it safe. We're up a full piece. Somehow, this many moves into the game, I got no idea. I got no clue. So yeah, we could just try to get right in here. Because here takes castle this way. We'll put the rook over here. There's no need for me to castle right now. None of his pieces are even past the 3rd rank for him. He's got a pawn there, but now go here, try to rip open the center, castle. We can castle. We can play it safe. All right. Why would he do that? I have like 3 guns on this because let's say takes, and then takes, and then takes, and then takes, and then takes. So yeah, I don't know. I would rather trade my knight. Because I like my bishops, especially because they stare at stuff. Like, for instance, this over here. Like, what do I take back first? He doesn't have a check. Do I just take this rook? Or do I go here? We could probably just play it safe, because then if he wants to trade another piece, he can do that. Like, here, double his pawns. Like, this rook is hanging. I don't know what's happening. This is definitely, like... We got a soundboard recently. I love using it. Like, this is... Like, what's going on here? I'll have to get some funnier ones. I'm especially looking forward to using it on stream, because, I got it for Christmas this year, and there's some good stuff on here. Like, represents my current feelings, because I still don't know what's going on. Obviously, take this, but then we'll get this rook. Where's very cool. We might as well just keep the threat active, like, just target this. Might as well. Like, we've got targets on this. We can push this pawn and then have targets on other things. We can castle. You know what? We're not going to get too greedy. We'll make sure everything is contained. Because, like, even this, I guess I could have just pushed this anyways. Because then he hangs his queen. I can still do this. In fact, No, I don't prefer to do it. If he just pushes, then... what do we want to do? Probably just play it safe. Keep this bishop just looking over here. We're up 6 entire points of material. This is probably the next move. Or this, maybe. Probably this. Well, if this, then he has 2 things guarding it, so it's not actually that great. Maybe we'll try to get this pawn next. Put a rook on the file, why not? Everything is protected, rooks are connected. Don't need to do anything too brilliant right now. I see the idea, but we can just shut that down entirely. We'll go here. He's trying to do some of this, and then I can't take back. He's got to try something, right? Got to do something. We can go here now. You know, I'd love to get in here, but I guess we can just keep pushing this pawn, and we can wiggle our way in. Like, totally fine. I guess it's not sacrificing still. Yeah, we don't like that. We'll go here. The next move is certainly to try and get over here. What is the worst that happens? He takes here, and I take back. That's fine. We have some time. Let's figure it out. Here, here, and then I guess if he wants to take this, he can. I don't really care. If we just get in here. Like, if he ever takes this with the bishop, he can never move his bishop ever again, is the problem. He's gonna go there, but like it does not matter. Yeah, we'll go here, and if he thinks he can get sneaky and take this, because then he wins the trade. But he still doesn't really win the trade, because yeah, go here, force this trade. What is good here? This. Let's say this. Takes. Bishop still protects it, so we'll go here. He's looking for something, but like there's no reason that I can't just play super safe. Make some trouble with this pawn over here. Yeah, and I was like, we also threatened just make mate over here, so now our pawn is exactly 1 square away from queening. So there's no reason we can't just try to sneak back here. Force a trade. We can go here. I am pretty sure. Yeah, we can go here, and then we can go here. Honestly, if I hung my queen right now, I'm pretty sure I'm still winning, just because the queen can never go anywhere because of this pawn. Maybe not, though. Yeah, what's happening next is he's got to move his bishop somewhere, probably. And then we go here, and then we just chug on the back line. Not really anywhere he can go, nothing I can see. My king is nice and protected. It's looking good. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, he's gonna go there. I don't see what it does, so we're gonna go here. Oh, we got a chat. He said bravo. Thank you. I thought it was going to be some sort of rage bait type thing, but it wasn't. So hey, we got another 11 points. We're 13-26. This was a quicker episode. Let's do a game review here. Let's do the stats part first. I imagine a decently high accuracy game for me. Yep. But no brilliant moves, or sorry, no brilliant or great moves because honestly it was pretty straightforward. He kind of had fed me pretty much anything, everything. 2050, very cool, very awesome. 1450, I kind of disagree. I think he had a poor game, but yeah, let's go over it. We'll speed through the first little bit, and then we'll let Gotham Chess narrate the rest of the game. So yeah, knight, you know, bring our pawns forward. This is totally fine. Nothing crazy. Just totally nice. This is, I did not know this was a book move. It was nice because it stopped me from going there. It stops me from developing there later. But yeah, likes this. Textbook opening, developing, cool. Yeah, I like this. I didn't like this move. I thought this was good. Trade active pieces, you know. Did I think I have an advantage here? No, thought it was equal. Doesn't even show me why. It wanted me to castle. You whiffed on a chance to castle. It's like I had a good chance to castle. I don't know. Yeah, this was obviously a blunder. I think he was just trying to go for. Honestly, I have no idea. Trying to just put more pressure on this, but he forgot that I could just take his bishop. Like he forgot it was defended, maybe. Let's see what it thought his best move was, because it thought that my move was a mistake somehow. Okay. Just squeeze his knight in there, and then... Oh, that is a good move, actually. Why? Because, let's say take here, then it's just a fork on my pieces. So we can't actually take it. Obviously, that all depends on if we take, you know, the knight. But what is my response in this situation? I don't even know. Oh, just take with the bishop. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. And then he has 2 bishops for my bishop and knight, and that's what it likes, because the computer likes, you know, bishops more than knights. Yeah, that makes total sense to me. Should have probably played like that, but my opponent made, you know, a big mistake here, and then, yeah, I don't even think we need Gotham Chess for this one. This was pretty standard. Then we just went back. Yeah, I thought this was probably the best move. I was just like, got to get him out of danger. I didn't want to trade him, but I guess if I'm up a whole piece, that's what you want to do. Yeah, kick the knight out, centralize the rook. He wanted to trade this piece. I don't know why. He probably miscalculated. After all this, we're still there. He forgot his rook hangs after that. But yeah, we just took the knight in the center. He took back. We go here. Fantastic. And now we just have an overwhelming amount of threats. We can go here. We can, you know, push our pawn, castle, bring our rooks forward. Yeah, nothing like this was his idea right here was simply take here. Actually, it doesn't even work because I it would have been funny to see if he still did this. Because the idea is that here, because I can't take because it's pinned, but like my queen was covering this, so I could have just done something else entirely. There wasn't really anything better to do. Maybe just go here, try and get like a 3-pawn majority in the center and try to push them forward. But I think just using my pieces like I did worked totally fine. Just shut down his idea. Yeah, try to get in there. Push that pawn forward, so it's a threat that his queen always has to deal with. We stop the pawn development on this side because, you know, if this bishop ever went off this line, then that pawn would be hanging. We're still at 6 points of material at this point, so we would be fine. But yeah, very instructive not to take here because it's very easy to be like, oh, take. Because then if we take and we take back, then he's got 2 pawns here, and it's kind of scary for my bishop. So yeah, he could have taken here, but at this point, I wouldn't have really cared if he did, because I would have just went back here probably, or even just taken back and then threatened both this pawn and protected this one. Protected because off of this, if he takes with this bishop, then I just go here and he never can move his bishop again because it's just pinned to his queen. So yeah, we just go over here. He goes there. This is good because, you know, forces the rook trade, and I didn't even see it at the time, but yeah, that's just mate, so he has to defend against that and forces this trade. We love forced trades when we're out material. We get a rook on the file to, you know, threaten this. Then we get our queen back here to just decimate everything. He goes there. We're gonna, get in over there. And yeah, that's the game. There we go. Quick episode, 15 minutes. So thank you for watching. I guess we got to go back here and we got to change this here. Let's see, properties. And we're now 9-1. So that's kind of a crazy win percentage. We got a 90% win percentage. 1326. That is crazy. Only 174 away from getting to 1500. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Godspeed, brethren.